Hey there, gearheads! Let me tell you about my latest project car. It's a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback. And boy, did it need some love. This wasn't just any Mustang, it was a classic American muscle car. The kind that made you feel like Steve McQueen in Bullitt. When I first laid eyes on her, she was a diamond in the rough, or maybe more like a rusty wrench in a greasy toolbox. The paint was more like faded memories than actual color, and the chrome looked like it had been through a war. But beneath all that neglect, I could see potential. I could see the sleek lines, the powerful stance, the promise of pure driving pleasure. Now you might be wondering why I chose this particular car. Well, it's simple. The '67 Mustang Fastback holds a special place in my heart. It reminds me of my younger days, cruising with the windows down, the radio blasting, and not a care in the world. Back then, cars were more than just transportation, they were a symbol of freedom, a ticket to adventure. And this Mustang, she was my chance to relive those memories, to recapture a little bit of that youthful spirit. Let me tell you, this restoration wasn't for the faint of heart. This Mustang had seen better days, and by better days, I mean maybe a decade or two ago. The first time I opened the hood, I swear a family of squirrels tried to sell me insurance. And don't even get me started on the interior. It smelled like a combination of old gym socks and that one drawer in your grandpa's house that you're not supposed to open. But hey, that's the fun of it, right? Every challenge is just an opportunity to learn something new and get your hands dirty. So, we got to work. The first step was stripping the car down to its bare bones. It was like peeling back layers of time, each piece revealing a little more of the car's history. We're talking hours of sanding, grinding, and welding. It was a messy job, but someone had to do it. Then came the fun part, replacing all the worn-out parts. New engine, new transmission, new suspension, you name it, this baby got it. It was like giving the old girl a brand new lease on life. Section 5, Sensory Overload. Now for me, restoring a car is about more than just fixing it up. It's about the experience. It's the smell of fresh paint and gasoline, the sound of a perfectly tuned engine roaring to life, the feel of the leather steering wheel in your hands. It's about bringing something beautiful back to life, piece by piece. It's a labor of love, and trust me, it's worth every minute. And then, after months of blood, sweat, and maybe a few tears, don't judge, the moment of truth arrived, painting the car. We went with a classic shade of red, a color that just screamed speed and power. Seeing that fresh paint gleam under the shop lights, it was like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes. It was a thing of beauty, and I couldn't wait to get her out on the open road. But before we hit the streets, there was one more crucial step, firing up the engine for the first time. Now, any car enthusiast will tell you this is the moment of truth. It's like waiting for a heartbeat after a long surgery. And when that engine roared to life, smooth and powerful, it was music to my ears. It was the sound of victory, the culmination of all our hard work. With the engine purring like a kitten, it was time for the maiden voyage. I took her out on my favorite stretch of California coastline, the sun on my face, the wind in my hair, and the sweet sound of that V8 engine filling my ears. It was exhilarating. It was like being a teenager again, full of dreams and possibilities. You know, they say that restoring a car is a lot like restoring yourself, and I couldn't agree more. It takes patience, perseverance, and a whole lot of passion. But in the end, the rewards are immeasurable. You take something old, something forgotten, and you breathe new life into it. And in doing so, you rediscover a part of yourself, a part that maybe you thought was gone forever. That's the beauty of restoration, my friends. It's not just about cars. It's about the journey, the memories, and the joy of bringing something beautiful back to life.